Gordon's on 170.
Yeah,
What's Tonali on?
Tonali probably
120,
Tonali's on 120. But
He should be the highest paid player in that team.
100%. We need to ask ourselves if it's okay for a player to have one good season, all of a sudden, boom, we just splash all the money and look at that. Look at this season. Look at this season with Gordon.
Well, Gordon was very clever because he signed a very short contract, didn't he? When he came,
exactly, kind of a lame. He's had a lame season.
So you're gonna make Tonali the highest paid player based on one season?
No, I didn't never say that. Did I say that?
I don't think the way
exactly
Tonali plays is the one-hit wonder.
That's not what I said.
Tonali is going to be class.
Oh well, I agree. I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. However, I think we need one more season to prove it. And by the way, look at what we were, and that's where me and Roy tied to the hip. What we were games. Before he started. Oh my God, it was a horrible
in the Champions
season.
League.
No, the 9 games when he was available and Longstaff was getting picked.
And when he came on, the difference.
The 9 games going on the trot.
All right, right. Let me just say something. Let me say something, right?
In the first 15 games, we only won 5.
We did, right? But when you go back to Longstaff, right? Again, I don't want history to be rewrote completely. You know, back then, if you're talking about those games with Longstaff, and I know the clamour was immense at the time. What the hell's Longstaff doing on the side? And I agree. Tonali obviously needed to come into the side at some point. Yeah, that's a given. He's got the pedigree that Longstaff hasn't got. But people talk as if Longstaff was really passing it out a player every time he got the ball. When we played Arsenal at home, we won 1-0 and Longstaff had a good game. We played Nottingham Forest away, I think the next game, we won 3-2. Longstaff had a good game. Was he Paul Scholes? Was he Iniesta? No. Did he have a good game? Yes. So
when you got Paul Scholes in the bench or Iniesta, what do you do then?
But this is the thing, though. I knew at the time that Paul Scholes or Tonali in this instance would eventually come into the side, and it was common sense because I had faith in Eddie Howe to do that, and I think most managers would do that. So all I'm saying is the clamour and the hysteria, even like now when talking about Longstaff. Now I would say yes, he's not playing well at all. Whenever he comes on, he is poor. I totally agree. He's not showing nowhere near enough. But for those games, he was contributing to the team shape. He was putting good tackles in. He played his part. So I just think a lot of people rewrite history sometimes with Longstaff in this season as if he's been absolutely shambolic every time he's played. And it wasn't the case. Would I sell him? Yes. We need to sell him. We need to sell Willock as well, in my opinion. But again, I just think let's have a bit of perspective here.
All right. Well, that's. Well, I'm not going to debate it.
I think it was just part of it.
Good. You know what? You're just a nice guy, man. I like that. But I don't know. Sorry about my tongue. You guys gave me a great painting, so I'm not gonna debate you too much. You guys gave me a great painting, so I'm not gonna. But
no, but hit us with what you got.
But let me tell you
everything.
I mean, the only thing you got to think of, he was part of the team that got us 4th, wasn't he?
Exactly.
I mean,
so was Almiron.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It takes a team. It's not an individuals, and I think we cascade a lot of crap towards individual players, and they are making up what happens with the rest of the team. And we've seen, on regular occasions, even our best players, Tonali, Bruno, have given the ball away so cheaply. It's cost us at times. It's not just the poor players that sometimes contribute to poor performances. And I think, as a general rule, you need a team or a squad of players for us to move to that next level. Like I said, I don't want to be a team that can get 60 to 70 points next season. I want a team that's going to be in the 70 to 80 point bracket, because it's only then you can see improvement within the squad. And yes, unfortunately, the likes of Willock, the likes of Longstaff aren't the quality of players now that are going to reach those heady heights. They've done the job for us for a past. Now we need to move the club forward.